Hi everyone, welcome from Acumen Accounting. Today I'm going to share with you 5 key facts which will help you investing in the UK property market. There are some new investors and some might be already people who have invested into the UK property market, and I'm going to share one by one what are these key factors, what you need to look for, and what kind of houses you need to be investing, and where you will get most yield out of your investment. So the fact number 1 is houses are better than apartments. So apartments are basically there's a blocks in a big massive building. There's so many apartments. People sometimes think it's a very good investment because they're buying it cheap, but in a long run you get very less yield and sometimes they're very hard to rent out. But if you buy houses or terrace house or maybe a flat, these are very good investments, because houses give you a really good return on your investment, and the apartments sometimes you struggle to make good money out of it. So this is the fact number 1, the houses are always better than the apartments. Please don't mix the apartment with the flats, because flats are kind of a house as well. So I'm just specifically talking about the apartments. Key fact number 2 is low cost better than expensive houses. So when you're going to buy a house, when you're going to invest into buy-to-let properties, make sure you always go for a cheaper option. Don't go for like 6-bedroom massive bungalow, or you go for like expensive property. Whenever you wanted to make sure you have a good rental income and good return on your investment, you need to make sure you have invested in the cheap kind of properties, not very expensive houses. If you have expensive houses with a massive garden, or might be you can park like few cars in front of your house and things, it's very hard to find a tenants like that. But if you have like economical property, it will be very good for you to invest, and then you will rent it out very quickly. Fact number 3, buying in north of England is very good, and it's better than buying your property in the London or south. The reason why I'm saying this is because if, for example, you buy a house in London, for example, you need to buy a house nowadays. The minimum amount you needed to get the house is £300,000. So you will buy a house in London or south for £300,000, and you probably have a rental income coming out of it, maybe £12,000 for the year. But the same amount, if you invest in the north, you will buy 5 houses or flats, £60,000 each. So 60 times 5 is £300,000. You will be owner of 5 properties, and you will get a guaranteed rental income of at least £24,000. So it's better to invest in the north rather than south, because people always sometimes just miscalculate and they think, I have a property in London, or I'm investing in the south, the property market is good. But you need to look at what return you will get, what's the yield you are going to get in your investment. So whenever you're going to buy a properties, whenever you're going to invest, make sure you look to these proper investment key points. Otherwise you might lose out. Just I have a house in London and things like that. But you need to be a smart investor whenever you're going to invest in the property. Number 4 fact is renovated houses has a guaranteed rent out. If the property is nice, the carpet is done, the kitchen is fine, you renovated the property. Sometimes people buy on auction, run down properties, they do it up, it will be guaranteed rented out. People will straight away look at your property, and then you will get a higher rent than a cheaper rent. Because if the property has some flaws, if it's not it's not been renovated, you will receive less rent. And just do a job, just get it done at one go. When the property is renovated, it's easy to rent, it's easy to have a good rent, and it's easy to have a really good return on your investment. Number 5 fact, which is very important, for better results, you need to research and learn yourself. Yes, you can watch so many YouTube videos, you can sit down and talk to people, but until you not do research by yourself, you not learn by yourself, you not be very successful. So the last fact is very important. You need to research, go into the auction, see what's happened, how property market work, what the yield is, how to calculate the yield, how you get the return on your investment, why you're doing this, all these things. Just do that, and I'm sure one day you'll be one of the very, very successful property investor in the United Kingdom. But again, if you think you have any specific question, you can leave a comment at the bottom of this video, and one of our team member will definitely get back to you and reply any queries you have. But please make sure you go through all these 5 facts which will make you a good property investor. Again, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye for now.